So are you ready for a year in review of the housing market? I hope you are, because that's what I'm talking about today. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21, List with Beggins, located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So listen, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Most importantly, share this with your friends and family who you think could benefit from this information. Okay, I put this information out to be of service, so I hope it's of service to you, right? So I want to give you a year in review. So I'm going to start from December of last year, so December 2020 up until November of 21. But I'm going to do that for the past 3 years. So I'm reminded, I said this in a video many months ago. George Carlin used to have a skit where he was a sportscaster, and he said, "Oh, we have a partial score in Green Bay 7. No, it's a number you don't know. Just having that partial score doesn't tell you anything. And so I could tell you, hey, we sold 50 homes this week. Well, what does that mean, right? So to really understand a number, you have to put it in context with other numbers. So that's why I'm giving a 3-year history of these different numbers. And I have several charts I'm going to share with you. And again, just like on my market reports, all these numbers reflect South Tampa, the 5 zip codes of South Tampa. And for those of you who are new to me, the 5 zip codes are 33606, 33609, 33611, 33616, 33629, right? So the 5 zip codes of South Tampa. So let's start, first of all, with active listings, right? So these are homes actively on the market, and I can't say as we speak because it's 3-year history. But here is the 3-year history. So, and the different colors. So the blue goes back from December 18 through November 19. Orange is pretty much the year 2020, and the gray is 21. Look at the orange, especially around March, because March is when the COVID shutdown happened. Well, how did that shutdown really affect active inventory? You can see there really wasn't much impact, right? Active inventory continued. But look at the gray, which is this past year, beginning December 20 up until this year. You can see the listings, the active inventory compared to previous years, very suppressed, right? So how about new inventory? These are people actively listing their home per month. So here's the graph showing the 3-year history. And again, look at the orange for March and April, right? You see that's depressed. So that is the impact, that's the effect of the COVID shutdown. People saying, I'm going to wait, I'm going to not list my home right now. And that lasted till, May? You can see we shot up. So we had 2 months of depressed new listings, and then it increased. And you can see pretty much all 3 years followed the same trend. However, the year 2021, slightly below what we were previous years. So let's take a look at sales, right? Because all this relates. So here's the 3-year for sales. Again, look at the orange for April and May, and you can see slight increase. Again, this is the effects of COVID. But what happened in the first part of 2021? you can see the gray line just really outpacing previous years, right? And it's because of this high buyer demand. Buyers wanted to get in and buy homes. And remember, the previous slide showed new homes and active inventory. Inventory is low, sales are high. That's why prices have increased 25%. The second half of the year, right, from July on, you can see we're down previous years. Why is that? Some people will say, well, buyer demand is slowing. Well, I take a different spin on that. I say because there are fewer homes on the market, there's fewer homes to buy, right? It's like, come on, Joe. Everybody knows that. I've said before, if I only had 10 pairs of glasses to sell, that's all I can sell is 10 glasses. But in previous times, maybe I had 50 glasses to sell and I could sell 30 or 35. Now I only have 10, so I can only sell 10. Right? So supply is down, demand is high, sales 2021 very strong. But I want to show you a couple different graphs that I think are very telling that you may find very interesting. So let's compare active listings to sales, right? And I want to go back to December 18th through November of 19. So 2 years ago. Look at this. And you can see the spread between the blue, which is active, and the orange, which are sales. And you can see that spread. And you look at November of 2019, and November, there were almost 200 sales, and there were 700 active. So that's just about 3 1/3 months of inventory on the market. Well, what's happened in 21? Well, let's take a look at this. Wow, right? But look at the difference between what happened in the year 19 to what happened in 21. Look at November of 21. We sold just over 250 homes, and there are less than 300 on the market. That is less than 1 month of inventory on the market right now. So again, if we go back to sales declining and we say, oh, maybe buyer demand's drying up, this graph, I think, shows different. There's still high buyer demand out there. So all these numbers, right? So I showed you a lot of numbers. I hope I didn't bore you. When I was a principal, I was a data geek, and I used to bore my teachers going over numbers. But numbers tell a story. So what do all these numbers mean to you? Well, first of all, in 2 weeks, I'm going to share a video where I give my market prediction for the year 2022. Now, next week, because of Christmas, I'm not going to put a video out. So in 2 weeks, December 30th, I'll put a video out where I give my prediction for the real estate market in 2022. You don't want to miss that. But this is what the numbers mean for you right now. If you're a seller or you're considering selling, there's still a lot of buyer demand out there. Prices are still high. Interest rates are still low. And if it's a quality home priced right, it sells quickly. So if you're considering, you may still want to jump on it, right? So, and if you're wondering what your home is worth, contact me, send me an email, check out my website, send me an email, and I'll be glad to give you a market analysis. Now, if you want to use me as an agent, great. If you don't want to use me as an agent, great. Hopefully you will. But I'm here to provide that service for you, just so you know if you decide to sell, what you could get for your home. Now, if you're a buyer, I'm really going to talk more about that in 2 weeks, and I don't want to spoil that video. But what I would say is you have got to get everything in line. You have to be prepared, because when you see a home that you like, you need to be able and be prepared to act on it. And what I mean by that, get your pre-approval. Again, pre-approval is different than pre-qualified. I did a video of that several years ago. I'll put a link of it here. Be pre-approved. Have that letter in hand, and know if you see a house you like, you have to act on it, right? Because houses are still going quickly. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this information. As I mentioned, check out my website, joebrownc21.com. On my website, you can search for homes. You can look at my blogs. You can find out more about me. Send me an email. Contact me. Let me see how I can help you. I want to be your trusted advisor, because with my knowledge, I changed the game for you. So listen, I love sharing this information with you, because South Tampa, Florida living is awesome.